Hello and welcome back to my channel, everyone. Tiff, Benson here, and in today's video we're going to do a quick Q&A. I love these types of videos, so if you enjoy this type of content too, just keep watching. Before we get into the video though, a quick word from our sponsor. Hey there, beauty lovers. I'm beyond thrilled to partner up with Bath & Body Works today to introduce to you their newest fragrance collection, Luminous. This empowering fragrance will have you feeling like a radiant, sparkling goddess from the inside out. With ruby currant, gilded iris, and praline amber notes, combined with rich, decadent warmth and sweetness, the Luminous fragrance is perfect for anyone looking to add a touch of luxury to their day. The bottle design is stunning and truly reflects the essence of this fragrance. The gorgeous shade of pink is perfection and is inspired by the 2023 color of the year. The bottle has the multifaceted top and bottom to create a beautiful shimmer that dances in the light. It's definitely a fragrance that has a glamorous yet youthful feel and will look amazing sitting on top of a vanity. The Luminous collection includes a nourishing body lotion, a fine fragrance mist, and body scrub, making it an essential part of your daily routine. So here's some of the ways that I like to experience the Luminous fragrance. First, let's start with the exfoliating glow body scrub. This formula is perfect for those who want a subtle scent while taking a shower. This exfoliant leaves your skin feeling smooth and renewed while the Luminous fragrance lingers on the skin. It's a great way to start your day and give yourself a little pick-me-up. If you're looking for a formula that provides 24-hour moisture and a subtle fragrance, the Daily Nourishing Body Lotion is the way to go. This formula includes shea butter and coconut oil that helps to deeply moisturize the skin. It's lightweight and absorbs quickly, leaving your skin feeling so soft and hydrated. For a refreshing pick-me-up throughout the day, the fine fragrance mist is perfect. The beautiful scent of ruby currant, gilded iris, and praline amber come together in a formulation to create a refreshing fragrance that can lift up your mood instantly. And if you're looking for something bold and long-lasting, the EDP concentration is also a perfect addition to your fragrance collection. It's a great choice for special occasions and when you want to make a statement with your fragrance. We all know the feeling of spraying on your most expensive, most luxurious fragrance in your collection and how that makes us feel. And with Luminous, you can spray on this fragrance and get that same feeling without breaking the bank. Plus, if you're looking for a special gift for someone, this perfume is an excellent choice that will make them feel like $1,000,000 too. I can't wait for you to try it and see for yourself just how amazing it smells. To learn more about this scent, visit bathandbodyworks.com and check the description where I'll be linking each of these products for you to discover more. Now let's jump into the rest of the video. All right, so I asked a bunch of my best friends on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me. I'm at Tiff Benson, very easy to find on IG. I asked them on my Insta stories to ask me anything, and I got several questions here. Some of them are personal, some of them are fragrance related. Actually, most of them are fragrance related, so let's just jump right in. First question, which made me laugh, it was the first question that came up, was, is there a baby coming? Hilarious. Well, no, I am not pregnant, but maybe eventually a baby will be coming. Who knows? I am a woman and I would love to have a baby one day. We'll see. We'll see. I'm busy. I'm busy doing other things, living my life, enjoying my life. You know, having a child is a big sacrifice. And yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. Stay tuned. You'll be the first person to know. How about that? Next question, another personal question, but I figured I'd address it since, you know, I do get asked this quite often. I don't share my personal life online. I'm not there yet. I know a lot of influencers do, but I'm just not quite there yet. This one says, "You're married right now?" Question mark. Am I married? No, I am not married. Maybe one day I will be, but I am in a relationship. Maybe eventually we will get married. Maybe we won't. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave that question right there because that could be a full video, you know, that could be a full-on video. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave that right there. Here's a good question, and it's a full question, so I'm just going to put it here. Where have you been? Honey, I've been. I have been, well, for one, I just got my hair done, so trying something new. I don't think you've ever seen me here online with my hair completely blown out straight. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if I'm in love with the look or not, but yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. So yeah, where have I been? I've been working. Things have been really busy. It is the busy season for me. Fourth quarter is super busy. This is where influencers, just in general, because I know some people are curious about my industry, as I can see from the questions that were asked here. Yeah, it's been busy. I've been working on my partnerships like this one you see today with Bath and Body Works and other brands as well. I've been trying to ramp up on my business and be more organized. I've moved. If you haven't really been keeping up with me, at least on Instagram and TikTok, because I did do like a little home reveal on TikTok months ago. I moved in February. So now I am living in New Jersey. I still own in Long Island. And yeah, it's been very interesting. It's been quite challenging for me because I feel like I haven't really found my people here yet in New Jersey. I'm learning though. I'm trying to go out. I'm trying to learn the parkways. I'm trying to just get out and meet people. And, I have one saving grace that's been helping me along the way. But for the most part, it's been really challenging for me. I'm a New York City girl, born and raised. I still feel like a New Yorker. As a matter of fact, my goal is to make enough money so that I can eventually move back to New York and buy something really nice that is up to my standards. Just gonna leave that right there too. I've just been really trying to double down on my business and earn. My work is very important to me. Learning in my industry is very important to me. So yeah, I've just been super hyper focused on work, 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 work. And yeah, that's kind of much that. Like that's pretty much that, not kind of much that. What advice would you give to someone trying to break into the fragrance industry? So yeah, this is a toughie. And the best advice I can give is basically to just share my own story, right? Because people learn through storytelling. At least I do anyway. So I have always had a major passion for fragrance. I knew from a very young age that I wanted to be a part of fragrance somehow. I just loved everything about that sort of sensory experience. Like, I grew up in a house where my mom always burned candles, she burned incense, we had room sprays, and she had quite the collection of fragrances as well. So did I. And I just enjoyed it all the time. Now, I'm an 80s baby, okay? So growing up back then, and even in the 90s, early 2000s, like, there was really no pathway for people who look like me in New York City to get further education in fragrance. So I never grew up thinking like, yeah, one day I could make that perfume, or yeah, one day I could create a candle, or one day I could be a brand founder or owner or something like that. It just never even crossed my mind. Like, there was just no pathway for it. Also too, I want to say, like, fragrance, at least in my perception back then, was much smaller. So you kind of got what you got. And now, like, the fragrance industry has really exploded, creating a whole other set of jobs and sub-tier industries along the way, entry points in the industry. So the best advice that I could give right now at trying to break into the industry would be to just follow your heart, right? know for sure if you really want to be in the fragrance industry, know what you want to do in the fragrance industry, but also too, I would say find a mentor in the space for the fragrance industry. I sure wish I had a mentor back then. Now I have several who have definitely taken me under their wing and given me a chance to really spread my wings in the industry. But yeah, I would say find a mentor. Whatever industry you're trying to break into, get a mentor. There's someone along the way who has already done it. Now, that being said, you're not going to want to, kind of be super overly aggressive and annoying and overly ambitious, right? If you're finding a mentor, it's probably because they're successful, and successful people are very busy. There's that part. So respect their time, respect the energy that they're giving to you and the information that they are going to share with you. But definitely get one. You need yourself a good mentor if you want to break into the fragrance industry, because there are layers and it is super competitive. And it's also, even though the industry has blown up, it's still quite a small industry. Everyone knows everyone. People know each other, they be knowing each other. So you got to be careful, of course. But yeah, that would be my best advice for you. Okay, so this is another really great question, and thank you so much for asking this. What's your process for testing and reviewing products? Really depends on what it is. Let's stick to fragrance for this video. So when I'm testing a product and reviewing a product, it's almost like you have to consider where you're at in the stage that you meet the product, right? So let's say if it's a new release, let's say I know it's coming down the pike, people are talking about it, I want to test it, I want to review it. I try very hard not to be influenced by what the world is saying. If you know me, like I know I work on social media and stuff like that. So I'm here, I'm in the mix, but at the same time, I really try to stay off of social media because people are easily influenced. Sometimes even I'm influenced, you know what I'm saying? So like I really try to block that piece of it off. So I try to stay off social because I don't want to be influenced by influencers who are saying whatever it is that they have to say about the product. So that's one. That is like the first thing that I kind of mentally try to tune out. The next thing that I start to do is I see where it's sold, right? Because that already is going to tell me a little bit about the product, like where it's sold, what the bottle looks like, what's the price point. I want to figure out who's the perfumer, who's the fragrance house that this is coming from. And that right there just gives me a lot of information. Oh, and of course, the notes, right? What are the notes? What do they smell like? What is the inspiration for the fragrance? All those things without even smelling a fragrance gives me a lot of information about what the fragrance is going to smell like, and if I'm going to dig it or if I'm not going to dig it. Next step that I like to do is I like to just go into a store and test the fragrance. I am not someone who likes to blind buy. That's not me. That is not me, because I get it. Fragrance is very expensive. When I'm testing something, I want to go ahead and test it, like really test it. Go into a store, spray it on skin, see if I like it. And sometimes that will happen like 3 or 4 times before I'm like, yes, I want to add this to my collection. It's a must buy. Or no, I'm going to go ahead and pass on it. So that's pretty much how I like to test my fragrances. That's one way that I like to test, right? The other way that sometimes you might see from me is this way, like I'll purchase a fragrance and I'll do a first impressions here, which I, full transparency, do not like to do those types of videos. And here's why. A first impression is not going to give you a true indication on whether you really love a scent or not. It just isn't. You have to take time to really get involved with your fragrance. You have to take time to wear it, see how it performs. And you're not going to get that from a first impression. And you're also not going to get that from a first impression video. Even if I did a first impression video that was like a 24-hour video, like you still would not get that that you wouldn't get the full scope of a review from the fragrance, because are you reviewing just 24 hours with the fragrance? You know, like you've got to really wear it. You've got to see how it performs after the gym. You've got to see how it performs after a shower. You've got to see how it performs late night if you spray it on early during a hot summer day, and you know it's going to smell differently 12 hours later. You got to give yourself a chance to really get to know your fragrance. It's like being on a date with someone. Like, you're not going to really understand that person just from the first date. You're going to have an amazing first date, but like maybe the second or third date might not be as great. You know, there might be some hidden issues popping up along the way, you know, some red flags. That happens with fragrance. So yeah, that's the way I test and review. And I feel like, just generally speaking, when I'm reviewing something, I like to have a little bit of time with it. That's probably why you don't see me coming here posting like every day, like boom, 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 boom. I know this fragrance, because I don't know all fragrance. I gotta spend some time with it. And yeah, I'm gonna get off my soapbox now on that topic. Let me go on to the next question. How do you approach partnerships and collaborations? This is great because, as you know, this video was sponsored by Bath and Body Works for their new fragrance, Luminous. So the best scenario, in my opinion, as an influencer who works with brands all the time, I've done thousands of, this is not a brag. It's not a brag. It's not a brag, but I just want to tell you because this is my space. I've done thousands of dollars in partnerships, thousands. It's the bread and butter of my brand. I love working with brands and they love working with me. Asking me this question, you've asked the right person. Let's just say that. So the best scenario when you're working with brands is when you're working with a brand that understands how you work, respects your work, and values your work. Those are the best partnerships, where they really value you as an influencer and they love the type of content that you create. And they are familiar with the type of content that you create and they see their product in your life already, right? That's another good one. That's another great sort of thing that I'm looking for when I'm evaluating partnerships. Like, have I used the brand? Do I like the brand? Is it going to help my audience? Is it something that I genuinely love? Is the company valuing me by paying me the right money? Is it something that is going to change people's lives? Has it changed my life? You know, I'm thinking about all of those things. Now, that being said, sometimes I reach out to partners that I want to partner with. Sometimes partners reach out to me, and sometimes we both reach out to each other. You know, it really does just depend on where we're at in the year, the season, the marketing calendar. Just in general, if you're a young influencer, I would say to always ask to get paid, because you're doing a service and you don't want to work for free. Even for my friends who ask for favors, I have a lot of friends in the industry and a lot of friends ask for favors. I still always ask to get paid, because this is how I earn my money, and I can't and I won't, and you shouldn't either, get paid with just free product. You can't go into a supermarket and pay for your groceries with some company's free product. You just can't. So ask for the coins and you will get the coins. I'm a firm believer of that. Okay. If you want me to speak more on that topic, I am happy to. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. I have about 10 more questions here, but I think because I've talked for so long already, I'm just going to end it after this question, and maybe we'll do a part 2. Let me know if you want to see a part 2 of this. Okay. Next question is, have you traveled anywhere recently? No. I have not traveled anywhere recently. As a matter of fact, I have not done any leisure travel since before COVID. Okay. It's been a very long time since I've taken a trip, and I don't even know what to say about that. Now, let's not confuse that with like work related trips, because I know sometimes people might see me on IG like living my best life on a work related trip. Work related trips are work, not pleasure. Sometimes there's some pleasure involved, but at the same time, it's mostly work. Let's not be fooled. Ironically, tomorrow I'm going to be taking a trip to, this will be a pleasure trip. I am going to go to Monaco. I'm going to, where else am I going? Maybe Sicily or Firenze, and Newcastle. So yeah, I'm doing a little Euro tour real quick. I'm super excited. I will definitely share my moments on IG and maybe even here. Just depends. It depends on how much work. Again, see, this is me tuning it off because I'm like, I'm going away and I just want to hang out and I just want to be in a mix. I don't really want to be creating content. So we'll see how much I'll end up sharing. I don't know. Yeah, that's that. Should I do one more? Let's just do one more and let's end it after that. Okay. How have your hobbies or interests evolved? Ooh, this is a really good question. Since I've moved, I've really just kind of been thinking about my life and like what I'm doing, where I'm going, and the type of things that I really like to do, and just where, sometimes big life changes make you rethink what the hell it is that you're trying to do, right? So, since I moved to Jersey, I've really been wanting to reconnect with people who I really care about. And not to say that that's a hobby, but it is an interest of mine that I'm currently pursuing. I'm interested in reconnecting and having more meaningful relationships in my life. So that's a major interest of mine. Another interest of mine that I've been pursuing is relearning Spanish. My Spanish is not so great right now. It's okay. I can understand it, yo comprendo, pero necesito alguien practicar. Like, I need someone to practice. Like, I need someone to help me get through formulating sentences. And that's been something that I've been doing lately. Over the summer, was it this summer? Maybe towards the beginning of the year, I started to learn horseback riding when I was living in Long Island. And I really enjoyed that. I want to continue that now that I'm here and I'm feeling a lot more stable. I definitely want to get back on horse. That's really it. I'm hoping that I could start advancing quite quickly in my language studies, because next year the goal is to learn French. Very excited to learn that language. It would be very helpful for me in my business. And I think that just overall, like what I'm finding in myself, I think language is so beautiful. And, it's how we communicate. And as you travel, if you learn a little bit, just communicative, like, pieces of language, people respect you more. People understand that you might not be of their culture, but you cared enough to learn about the language and they just treat you better. So yeah, I think it's necessary for me, and it's something that I want to do. So wish me luck. All right, my friends, I'm going to end this here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love putting together these types of videos for you. It helps me to learn the type of things that you want to know about me and you want me to share with you. I'm really going to try and do better about showing up and sharing more personal stuff with you. Not everything, but I'm gonna try. Of course, if you want to see more videos like this, please let me know down in the comments. And if you have any more questions for me that you would like me to answer, whether it's business related or personal, or questions about the industry, the fragrance industry, questions about influencing, whatever, just ask me down in the comments below. Okay, my friends, I love you forever. Don't forget to watch what's up next, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.